Greetings everybody, welcome to my channel, Howling Alpha with your host Alpha. Today we're about to head through these red doors and see just who killed my poor friend Chihiro. So hopefully y'all enjoy it. Leave a like if you like this video, lets me know and lets YouTube know that y'all enjoy my content. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Ooh, I still don't know. I hope Byakuya did it, but there's no way I could tell right now. So is everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone? I bet Kyoto's missing.
Yo.
Oh. Hey, Toko's not here.
Huh?
And Toko is... You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding! I'm just kidding. How could I forget that nut job? She's a crucial part of the this class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go drag her out, kicking and screaming. Just 1 moment, please. Alrighty, and just as he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I can only imagine watching that. It must be strong, though, to drag a whole human across from the dorm to here. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe he would drag a girl around. Terrible! You're terrible! That face you made was terrible. Whew. So now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle into the elevator. Let's get the show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had problems with her. Yeah, no one has any problems with her, so... What could have driven someone to kill her? That's why I don't understand. Someone made a choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone's standing right here. Well, Celeste saw her with the tracksuit. She knew where she was going. But so far I don't have... Celeste has no interaction with her because she's shy, so I don't think any of the girls would have done it. It had to be one of the guys, because she was close to all the guys. Byakuya, I just hope it's him. He's just really suspicious right now. But I don't really understand who, though. That's what. Alright. Let's just go to the elevator. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. And with one last deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. And I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. I couldn't stop speculating. Dude, one of these guys... Man, excuse me. The steel box sank a heavy clunking deeper and deeper to the ground. As we went deeper, an uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator is unaffected, however. It continued to descend without hesitation. I still can't see anyone doing this. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop. Oh, that laugh. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it fresh? Isn't it exciting? Don't waste your time on stupid questions. Let's just get this over with.
Very
Good. Rip-roaring to go. I gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
well.
Okay, then let's get the show on the road.
Thrills,
Everyone-
chills, kills.
Thanks, Makuma. Everyone, please find your assigned seats. There's no seats. They're all standing. I don't know where the seats are. And so the curtain opened once again, and a deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. I don't know why he has to say that the whole time. Yes, okay, I'll save. I thought I talked to a lot of people, got more things, but...
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
Again?
So, your votes will determine the results.
Okay, Monokuma, continue.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Okay.
Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
Alright. That's fair. First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Which was the weight, I believe, the dumbbell. Yeah, locker room dumbbell.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Correct.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
No, it was not.
No, that's wrong.
An iron pipe. Why would you have an iron pipe?
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime?
I haven't seen an iron pipe in a locker room.
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
Correct.
You looked at her head wound?
Yeah, you're supposed to observe the body, right? Investigate. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yay! That's so creepy!
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Yeah, exactly. She's like, imbeciles.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's
Okay.
move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Oh, please tell me, Byakuya.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Wrong. Copycat. Genocide Jack is a fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? No. I don't believe it one bit. New element? Nah, I'm good. We'll do it. Just go through it. Come on. Live and learn.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Nope, there is proof.
No, that's wrong. I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
I mean, yeah, it'd be going off the topic.
More
there.
importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail.
Correct.
According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Dude, his voice changes from a complete 180. That was weird.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Of course. The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case of the world, I'll just know. Not where the murder took place, how it was positioned, yes.
I got it!
Cool.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
Yes, which only Byakuya would know.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, How did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
Because you're a high level of person.
There's only one logical answer I can think of.
Please.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
I mean, it could be, however, she would have... Serial killers use their specific weapon of choice, and I didn't see... The only correlations was scissors. So...
No
I mean, it
fucking
could
way.
be... Could be, but... Maybe I'm just thinking too much into this.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what he's saying.
In fact, it's Toko.
Just call her out on it, dang!
Genocide Jack's true identity
Man.
is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
What?
I bet that was her secret that whenever they were passing out the cards.
Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever,
Bloodophobia?
remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
I'm gonna start using that bloodophobia.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Because of her split personality complex.
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
I mean, she could be Genocide Jack, but still, they're making it way too obvious and pushing on her too much for it to be true. It's a riddle for sure. I feel like I can understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also not Toko. The answer is that she is not just one person, but multiple people, right? Correct. Split personality disorder, or whatever they called it. Oh, Hangman's Gambit. Oh gosh! Skip. There.
Now I understand.
Dude, my spelling bee days, I wasn't
Is
that
it because
great.
Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Yes.
Huh?
Man, I'm relying back in high school.
I think I
too
read
long
that
ago.
somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
One thing that shows Toko have a split personality has to do with her behavior. Her behavior changed.
I got it!
Obviously.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
Yes.
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up,
Just not right.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Get out of here, Toko.
not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
Dude, that is some trippy way to get away with stuff if you have a split personality disorder. If you're a serial killer, oh my gosh. I mean, that's like... That's kind of cool, but scary at the same time.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Yeah. She was scared of having it out of control and probably killing everyone.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
True.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
I mean, that just goes to show that Toko cares. I mean...
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
What?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story.
So she told him before she even got the motive cards.
She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
So she really does care for people. But I think because of the split personality, she's afraid to get close to people, and that's why she pushes people away. Dang. That's harsh. I actually kind of feel bad for her now.
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
She actually cares. Cares enough to tell people, especially Byakuya, about her situation, but...
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised! I can't believe you lied!
Well, it's Byakuya. Of course he's not going to keep his promise.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
True.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Why does she have to fall for a jerk like
Besides,
him? I don't
you
understand.
broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
But I don't think she
killed
killed
anyone. But in spite
anyone.
of that promise...
I don't think she did it, though. There's no way.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Exactly. So if she would have kept her promise, she didn't kill anyone. And I believe her. Somehow I believe that she didn't kill anyone.
That's the only reason I promised.
Mm-hmm.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I mean, if she has a split personality, I don't know how that really works. I don't know if you can control it or not.
I tried. I swear I tried to control it, but...
Does that mean that when she fainted before the dead bodies? I thought she fainted once before. No, she got away. She didn't look at it. I remember she didn't look at the other dead bodies. I was gonna say then Genocide Jack or whatever her other personality was would have switched before then, which also indicated that she could have control over it because she didn't kill it. But I don't know.
But your efforts were useless.
Mm-hmm.
What a disappointment.
You're a disappointment.
I hate you.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Wait, are we gonna make her faint again? Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second...
Well, hello
what?
there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
No, you lung-ass tongue. What the heck just happened? Why are your eyes all like that? She does look like a serial killer. Look how crazy she looks.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
I mean, I definitely like her attitude better than the self-hating version of herself.
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Yeah, I would agree, Genocide Jill, since you're a girl.
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality! So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
By God, you laugh. That laugh would be contagious.
So, intense.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
Sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
Yeah, she's crazy.
This one is
so
different from the one we've come to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know.
I don't know. I'm kind of digging her murderous fiend personality.
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
Ooh, that's deep. They're both literaturally smart.
Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Okay, we get it. You write novels. Chill. You're major in English. Or literature. I wouldn't say English because literature can be any language. This is a murderous fiend genocide, Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
That's actually a cute face. With her tongue sticking out, kind of, but I can look past that and it looks cute.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Good question.
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds.
Of course you'd say that.
Just kidding.
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid!
Creepazoid?
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Well, you have a split personality. So therefore, they can't really, unless they physically see her do it, they can't possibly know because she wouldn't have had any knowledge of it happening. So therefore, if she did like a lie detector test, it would come out true that she was telling the truth since she had no regards of what happened. So I can understand how it'd be hard to catch a serial killer like that.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people.
Jeez.
It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
I mean...
Just kidding again!
Dude, I don't know if I love or hate her laugh. I really don't. It's like, I like hearing it, but then I can see how it can kind of get annoying after a while. I could not say that for the life of me. Yeah, we're all speechless.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
I'm still not convinced. I'm convinced that, yes, she's Genocide Jack. Thanks, Byakuya. But I'm not...
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
No, there's not a motive. Because she was not here for the motive. So therefore... Unless the serial killer... I don't know.
A motive?
Exactly.
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
But Genocide Jack doesn't have any memory or secrets to be revealed, so therefore the motive wouldn't be available to her. Only Toko. So
Well,
that's why I'm confused.
let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack.
Okay.
If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
I mean, it's ruined now. Everyone knows that she's Genocide Jack.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
But she told you, so technically her secret's not a secret anymore.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Yes, I agree with that.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
I like her already.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
I wish she could say like that the whole game.
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
See, this is the reason why she probably pushed all y'all away of how you're acting. Of course, serial killers are scary, don't get me wrong. Stay distance. But I truly doubt a split personality is a lot more complicated than what y'all make her out to be. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What you said. I don't get some more details about all of this. Okay, let's do it. Let's clear Genocide Jack's name. Status of the body? Got it. Let's do it.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
Whoops.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an app.
I keep pushing the wrong button.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, it does not.
No, that's wrong.
This is where my scissors come to play. I bet y'all. Come on.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same?
No.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know?
Exactly.
Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Alright, tell us, Genocide Jill. Let's do it.
I
Yeah.
murder with passion and conviction.
Okay.
I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
Got it.
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Don't come from a Chef Boyardee.
This is no creation of mine.
I like that, even though it's cheap.
Let me
cheap
rephrase
Italian,
that
but it's still
in
good.
a way that maybe makes more sense.
It came for me.
There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Clear difference between the photos of Genocide Jack cases. Yeah.
I got it!
The fatal
For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
Yeah. Killed by scissors would be the most painful way to die compared to the dumbbell that instantly kills. Like, you would be bleeding out, stab after stab with scissors.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Which is inconsistent of a serial killer.
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
And they're all just taking my word because they haven't seen the book.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
Yep.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
What?
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
I know.
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right, the second difference related to how she was suspended. In the photos of Genocide Jack cases of all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here the other difference is how the body was posed, how the body was suspended, what was used to suspend her.
I got it!
Okay.
Do you remember what the killer
Excuse me, guys.
used to
Allergies.
suspend her?
Yeah.
They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
Which they would use scissors.
What is your point?
Well,
What is that on her
in all
finger?
the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Scissors.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Yep.
And guess what? I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Oh, really now?
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use.
I would agree. You do you.
And you know what else?
What, Toko?
Big
Or
Mac said there's
Jill?
2 differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Oh, I'm a McDonald's meal now. Okay.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
What?
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
What?
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Dolly girl? Okay, let's see. The pattern surrounding Genocide Jack's victims and Chihiro's didn't fit. If you look at the names of every victim, you'll notice. It's because... no. It was a girl?
I got it!
Oh yeah, all the
Is it
pictures were
because
boys.
Bingo! Bullseye!
Oops,
Right on the money!
sorry guys.
What
Alright.
are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Alright, that's just all their names.
They were all guys?
Yep.
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
Adorable little men, huh? That is something else, Jill.
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it.
Okay. Okay.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
The madam. I don't even
So
want to look
since
that up.
Chihiro was a
Oh.
girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start
Okay.
making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it.
Okay, Byakuya,
It's
what?
a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Genocide Jack doesn't need to kill to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Thank you!
Lowly? Cur?
Yeah, tell him off.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival.
Thank you.
And if by some fluke I did kill to survive,
She would have killed everyone.
why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
Thank you. It's so obvious.
That does make some amount of sense.
There we go. Someone had to
Whatever
say it.
reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors!
Where'd you
Who
get
would
those
go out of
scissors?
their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Yeah, you probably couldn't even pick up that heavy dumbbell.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors?
Oh, she's about to go off.
I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Oh? Oh! My lord! Where'd she pull those from?
She's fully equipped!
Exactly.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime!
Oh, heck no.
Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
Yo, she is freaky.
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you!
Gutter dogs.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
Why you so
I have no idea what's going on anymore! Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
I mean, this trial, yeah. Probably not future
But
ones.
the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Yeah. It could have copied Genocide Jack. Here we go. It has to be the freaking dude. Nope. 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 Yes, Byakuya.
Here's my answer.
You in trouble now.
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
That's why he spent all his time in the library.
Are
A
you
little
saying
snake.
Mr. Togami did it?
Oh, what? You ain't gonna say anything?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Wow.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
Exactly.
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Yep.
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious?
Right in the
Surely
beginning.
you must have an answer.
Looking back and
Looking
thinking
back
about
and
it.
thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Exactly. Yeah, how would
You
you
wanted
know?
to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy,
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
Yep.
The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
on the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
I will. I will take you down. Contradicts what he said. It's made clear to everyone. Oh, a new element? What? No. Alright. See what this new one looks like. Come on. Monokuma File 2. Got it.
Oh, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out, that's a natural
The victim was Chihiro.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
That took me a bit. I was confused with what we needed to do.
I'll tell you what's so
All right.
strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Yes.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit.
Thank you for the backhanded compliment, I guess.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Why are you so calm right now?
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead, show us.
Something's not adding up, guys. I was for sure Byakuya did it. Yeah, exactly. It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like nothing. He had nothing to do with it.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
What are you playing, Byakuya?
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Okay.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
She's not saying yes. The difference between this case and Genocide Jack murders, the evidence is proof Byakuya is responsible is hidden. What could it be? Okay, what bullet are we shooting now? Library desk lamp. Okay.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors.
Okay.
And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
Okay.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
It was
That's
an
right!
extension cord.
It
Yep.
absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
Exactly.
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Oh,
Obviously,
no!
somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
I had to shoot those words before I shot it? Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I have to go all the way back. Let's do it. I didn't think it blocked
The
my
difference between
hit.
the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissor. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
Yes, it
That's
was.
right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy
I'm gonna get these
indeed
words
about that
for
rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Get him.
No, that's wrong.
He's a liar.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Yup.
Byakuya,
Dirty, dirty little
you've
snake.
used the
I'm
extension
gonna get
cord
you.
in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time
Was gone. Yep.
went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Exactly.
Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
No, because she was not killed in the girls' locker room.
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
I mean, yes, I believe he's the only one that knew. So technically he could have done that, but she was not killed in the girls'
Is
locker
that
room.
about right?
Yeah, kind of. Yes and no. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Maybe he's an accomplice.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
But he wouldn't, so far he doesn't have a fight or flight reaction to kill right now. But he is involved somehow. I believe.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
Kyoa keeps saying he wasn't, but he wouldn't. If he was killed in the girls' locker room, then there would be no reason to switch everything around from the boys' and girls' locker room. So technically, I don't think he killed her. But he's involved somehow because he's the only one that knew.
I know, but still.
My brain is like,
There's something that's still bothering me.
me too, Makoto, me too.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you?
Why was
I
the room
killed her in the
switched?
girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath.
He is too calm in explaining his whole thing without actually us voting for him yet. So no, he did not kill her.
What about all that bothers you?
Cause your attitude, mister. Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean, can I really just accept Byakuya said the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. Yeah, the crime scene.
I got it!
Oh, I know
killed
it!
Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right?
Yes!
But are you sure about that? Isn't
Yeah,
it
it took
possible
place
that
in
the
the
murder
boys'.
took place somewhere else?
How disappointing.
You're disappointing.
What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
Wait. He's so certain that she was found in the girls' locker room. But I believe she was killed in the boys'. So if she was killed in the boys' locker room, and he didn't know that, that means someone, whoever killed her, moved her to the girls' locker room, using her key card to gain access to it. Put her in there. But that doesn't make sense of how he would... I'm kind of pacing it together, but... Because he wouldn't... Wait, okay guys, hold on. He's the only one that knew about that discovery in the beginning, where everyone's e-handbooks that died were in there. And Junko's and Sayaka, he could have used that to get into the girls' locker room and made sure it looked like a Genocide Jack did it. Oh my gosh. Byaku is not the killer. But he's not an accomplice, but he's basically manipulated the crime scene. Because he's the only one that would have known. Oh, somebody take him out. Please, I want to strangle him, if this is true.
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else.
Yeah.
And carried there later.
Exactly.
Along with the rest of the murder scene.
Yeah, because they switched the rooms.
The rest of the murder scene?
Yeah, he didn't know. He doesn't know! But how would... But my thing is, I'm kind of piecing it together. How would he know that she was in the girls' locker room? How would he know that she was in there? I don't understand how he'd know. Like, his first process was, hey, there's a girl in the girls' locker room at like 2 in the morning, so I'm gonna go in there and kill her. Or like, you know, find her. That's what I don't get right now.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
Yeah, switch posters and the rugs. Yep. Did I just take him off guard? Yes, because he didn't know. He didn't know everything.
Hey! Don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Let's do it. I don't know why I'm the only one that knows about the switch photos and the blood and each. But even Sakura mentioned. Okay, so the evidence is this one. I'll say this one. Let's do that one.
I got it!
Okay.
The
I guess
proof
it could
that
be
she
either
was
or,
killed
though.
somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Yes, did not match
Your
up.
proof is some posters?
Well, and the rugs. Come on,
The
let me
poster in the
finish.
girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
I mean, yeah.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
Exactly.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Of course, Jill. Thank you for your input.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had
That boy
a
band.
poster of the super popular boy band Tornado.
Tornado.
Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
Yes.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms.
The rugs.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
Yep.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Yes.
Protein coffee?
Just let her have her coffee.
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
Not scrubbed away. Completely removed. Oh.
I got it!
Okay, let's do
The
this.
stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Do they, like, look at... Do I take pictures of this stuff and that's how they can see it?
Then, does
I'm
that
only
mean that
guessing
the
that's what's
carpets were switched too?
Yes.
But why would anyone do that?
To make it look like Chihiro was
To
killed
move
in
the
the
murder
girls'
scene
locker room.
from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body.
Yep.
By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
She could have taken Leon's, but why would she go to the boys' locker room in the first place?
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Please, Weedman, do it.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Tell me. Tell me. Is he right? Could you really have gotten into a boys' locker room somehow? Let me see. Broken E-handbook. Okay. Well, the Broken E-handbook couldn't get you in because it's broken,
Is
right?
it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it!
Okay.
She must have hacked her e-handbook!
No, it was broke. Sorry.
Shoot!
That was my bad.
Is it really possible?
Push her wrong.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys'
No!
locker room somehow?
This one. There we go.
I got it!
Jeez. I'm
She
pushing
must
all the
have
wrong
hacked
buttons.
her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all.
Ooh, she
I'm sure that
could've,
would have been no problem
but-
for her.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't see why
think
she
that's
would
it.
want to.
She used the thing that was in the main hall.
He knows about that too?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
It's broken.
No, that's wrong. No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Because it was broken.
Why not?
That's what I was thinking.
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I mean, that was a smart move. Let me just say.
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
I mean, he did have a good point, though.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Borrowing and loaning.
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Well, why would she do that? There's no reason.
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook! The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
Okay, so thank you, Monokuma. So she
So
hasn't
if she
hacked it.
didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook,
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
Wait.
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Could Chihiro? Could Chihiro be a boy? Like a cross-dresser?
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
I don't know. I'm just trying to piece together possible things. And what is it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya was the one who did it. Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Yes, Kyoto. Coming in strong.
I agree
Tell me
with
what
you,
you
though.
agree.
I think you're on the right track.
Okay, so she was in the boys' locker room. She did... I mean, she could have borrowed any of the guys'. But that's still kind of She would have been responsible for anyone else's that could have possibly gotten. So, I don't think anyone would.
You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
Chill, Mondo.
There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So,
Unless she was a boy.
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? Please tell me my thinking was
What?
true.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Can we do that?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Exactly.
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Okay.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Alright, Kyoto, tell me.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's about
I
to
have
be
no
exciting.
doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Let's go. So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoto in the lead. And there she took us was... What? Oh, the scene of the crime again. Okay, what you gonna tell us?
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
Yeah, y'all searched us top to bottom, but y'all didn't recognize that anything was out of the ordinary. Especially in the boys' to girls' locker room. So shut up, Taka.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Okay. You want us to check it
Be
again?
sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully?
Just get out of there
Like
for me.
using our hands? No way!
Okay, at least he's got some morals there.
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
Yeah, okay.
It's
That's
not
respect.
that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Okay.
very well. I'll do it.
Thank you, Sakura.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
I mean, I can understand why the boys don't want to do it. I mean,
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
alright, Sakura, let's do it.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
She's dead.
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go.
Let's go, Sakura.
I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Okay. Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
I bet
Her entire body?
Mm-hmm.
I know you say that, but... What? This is... What?
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Okay, Super Saiyan, what's wrong? Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
is a boy!
Yes! Okay! I mean, what a twist. But that's the only reason I could have come up with for her to enter the boys' locker room without getting full of holes and without using any dead bodies broken handbook. Oh my gosh! Chihiro! And that's why she was so shy and never wanted to hang out with the girls, because she couldn't get into the locker rooms. Because if she tried to get into the girls' locker rooms with the girls inviting her in, everyone would have realized her secret. His secret, so to speak. Wow. Okay. Was not really expecting.
So
I mean,
she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
you're really like calm about that.
What?
Oh. There we go.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
I mean, yeah.
Ben, it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
I mean, at first glance, you wouldn't think so. That's my initial, when I first, the prologue way back then, I was like, some anime characters, I can't really see if it was like naturally a girl or a guy in some of the animes. And Chihiro was looking more like either or. But I was convinced that she was a girl because of all the pronouns and everything that they've been saying throughout this whole game so far. And it was growing to my eyes and my brain to make it feel like she really was a girl. Like I could see more and more of a characteristics of her than a he.
Oh,
Whoa.
what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Oh yes, because your e-handbook would have told you your gender.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
I mean, I don't know, maybe he wanted to be a girl. There's nothing wrong with that.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
My gosh. Jeez, I'm pretty sure that he would have rather been hit by a dumbbell than your sharp-ass scissors, woman. At least his was instantly killed. He didn't have to suffer. But you would have definitely made him suffer with all those stabs.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh?
Kyoko?
Interesting.
Kyoko. I've been calling her Kyoko this whole time. Kyoko. Wow. I literally... I'm sorry, chat, and everyone watching. I was pronouncing her name wrong this whole entire time.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting.
Man, I'm ashamed. Yes, it does.
Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
I wonder what everyone's thoughts process is after this and just walking back to the class trial.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
Alright, let's do it.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
I mean, I don't think he was trying to actually hide it. I think he was just trying to, you know, his best way to be a girl. He didn't seem to want to hide it, but I don't know. I think his reasoning was his own. There wasn't any foul play in his reasoning, so I think he truly was someone special and very caring. His personality showed through, so Oh. To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought had never even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Especially if he was meeting someone in the locker room. One of you boys. But Byakuya thought he was a girl. Or because he found her in the girls' locker room and not in the boys', so he wouldn't have any reasoning to switch out the posters and stuff. Possibly. And Taka, to his reaction, and Hifumi's reaction, obviously they didn't go to the locker rooms to figure out he was a boy. Well, I didn't see Mondo's reaction, though. Mondo.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion.
Yep.
The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Yeah, exactly.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
Yep, he didn't do it.
I still don't understand the motive for
Mondo,
moving the
you're
body.
not reacting
but
at all.
Yes, that does seem plausible.
And,
Well, I
Hiro
must admit, I did find
made
it
a
rather
reaction.
odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
What are you talking
This
about?
is the most titillating situation!
Titillating? I've never heard that in my life.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
But what's your involvement in it? Like, why?
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
They can't because he literally thought it was a girl.
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
No.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Yes.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
Yes, we did. I will say we
He
did.
just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery.
Yeah, I think he tampered with it, definitely, to make it look like someone else. But I don't know why he would do that, though, knowing that if we accused him, he and everyone else would die. And he doesn't lose, so he would have not made it so obviously he's the killer by screwing with everything like that. Especially giving me the intel that he and higher-ups are the only people who had known to materials that he so graciously shared with us. He wouldn't have done it, or he wouldn't have let us have access and introduced us to everything. So he did mess around with the body and the crime scene, but yeah.
The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
Kind of.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt.
Exactly.
He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it.
Yeah. Tell us, what do you have to
And
say?
Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy.
Yeah.
If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
True.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct. for the time being.
Okay, yeah, okay. Please someone kill him.
Mark it as
I swear,
correct.
if he doesn't get killed in this game, I will personally go and kill him.
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Oh my gosh, so he... I knew
you
it!
fucking with us right now?
Like, for real!
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
I find it very hard to believe.
Oh, he cried.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
Why would you do it,
If
though?
you're really telling the truth, then
Yeah.
why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
God.
You're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, he didn't do it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
Exactly.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Thank you.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Got it.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Okay.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
Alright, let's do it. If he didn't do it, then he's a real killer who murdered Chihiro. There's only one thing we can be sure about, about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer's a guy.
I got it!
Got it. Yep. Since the crime scene was in the boys' locker room, you need a Boise handbook to get it. Since Leon's is broken, is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find more clues. This is a long trial. Jeez. Alright. Celeste's account. Her account was she saw Chihiro with the duffel
Isn't there
bag.
a single clue that might lead us to who
wrong
did it?
button.
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they...
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some...
Yeah. All we need...
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim?
What?
The killer. And only...
No. No, not the killer. Not just the killer.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered.
Celeste?
What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Makoto. Oh my god.
The
way
rest
he
of you
says
had
my
no
name.
idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
Yes.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry.
To meet someone, yes.
But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Because he was a boy.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much.
Yep.
Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Ooh, what a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right?
Yep.
So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Yeah.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Okay, let's do it.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that?
She's not wrong yet.
You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
I know it's not you. You haven't worked out in your life.
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
True.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Okay.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be one of the guys, so y'all are all safe.
But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from.
Okay.
Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Okay, it was a blue jacket. I mean, that's all I can see from the sleeve, so it's really hard to believe. Alright, let's do it. Okay.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
True.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So,
Maybe,
what you're
I don't
saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't
Wait.
even have a tracksuit.
He didn't.
Because
He didn't.
exercising sucks.
Yeah, I know.
I
He
have
didn't
a white
say.
tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
He didn't say
Did
anything
any of
about the
that
color.
really help us get any
Mondo.
closer to figuring out who
No.
the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
All right.
You heard?
Yep.
First of all,
We know what he was on his way to go,
Mondo,
so next
Mondo.
we have to... Why did he choose the specific...
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it!
He didn't
It
say
matched
what
the one
color
that-
it was.
So, what you're saying, the killer was wearing the same blue...
No, that's wrong.
Mondo, you did it. Why?
Hold
I
on a
actually
second,
liked
Mondo.
you.
What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
No one would have
When
known.
Celeste
what color.
testified a few minutes ago,
She didn't say anything about the color. My
she
characters are
never said
dying.
anything about the jacket's color.
Yes.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Mondo.
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
My biker boy about to die.
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
How did you know, Mondo?
Because I just... I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, because there was nothing there.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the
Cherry?
only possibility!
I like her nickname she makes up for these characters.
Cherry?
Cherry.
Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
Yeah, he put it back inside the bag.
when
She
Celeste
mentioned it.
noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. You just ran into him briefly. You couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Yeah.
It
Mondo.
would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did.
Yep.
Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
But it works.
Now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
How? Tell
But
me.
why?
Yeah.
What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because the way he was acting, right?
There was a certain turning point that maybe you didn't know. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick.
Okay. I don't know why my text just sped up for a second. I didn't read it. Sorry, guys.
And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You notice such a tiny
Exactly. I would have never picked that up. I thought he was just talking like his normal way.
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
She's a witch.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Oh, she counts everyone as friends too. What do you gotta
Mondo,
say?
Was it really you?
Yeah.
Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone!
Okay.
You've been all over me, judging everything I say,
No.
putting words in my mouth.
No. It was just the very last little bit that we ever suspected you, Mondo.
What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a
Okay.
false accusation!
Okay, Taka, you romance. He's...
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
Okay, what do you gotta say?
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Ghost friend.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Oh, now you're not gonna talk.
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... Here it is.
What's that?
What do you have there?
Yeah.
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Another one? It's not mine. Chihiro's mine. It has to be Chihiro's.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
Yep.
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Okay.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Yeah, the culprit must have taken this handbook.
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
But how? There's one weak point. He would have had to know about the weak point.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
No, they're not.
You're right. They're not.
Yeah, he was telling us about it.
They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall.
What if it's not Leon's? We keep throwing his name
For
out a
all your
lot.
confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Ooh. Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
Yes.
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
I don't know about this one. Hitting its weak point, obviously.
I got it!
But I still don't know
You already
what.
told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that?
Yeah.
Sure, maybe I let that slip. But I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But someone would have had
But
to
if
found
the
out.
handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness.
And Leon wouldn't have because he died so soon. And knowing that Leon, if he did know how to break it, then the other people wouldn't know how to break it. Because there wasn't a lot of access to what we had now. So I believe it's not Leon's handbook that's broken. I think it's one of these other guys. Could be Mondo's, but I'm thinking of what is
You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
Mondo's is the killer, I think, sadly.
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
True.
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
The incinerator could reach it, but it'd also like burn the metal, I would think. Eventually, like, because it couldn't get that hot.
I flippin' knew it!
Where did you find the handbook, Hifumi?
You knew it?
yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Mondo! Mondo had his clothes on too! Whenever the bromance was going on. If he had his clothes on, he probably had his e-handbook on him. And that's how he knew it was broken. So he broke his handbook knowing that the heat malfunctioned it. And he probably knew about the main hall's little mailroom looking thing. And he's been using Leon's this whole time to gain access to stuff. Because he ain't loaning it, he was borrowing Leon's handbook this whole time. And that is a loophole to the rules.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh?
That's crazy.
It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Mondo, my dude.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Okay, Taka.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna,
which means Mondo or Taka have been in the sauna, but Taka didn't have no clothes on, but the towel, so obviously his e-handbook wouldn't be in there, but Mondo...
Then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
Mondo...
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I do.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa! Seriously?
Because I was a witness.
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Why are you crying? Dude, I think he's crying because he doesn't want to believe it. Oh boy, Mondo.
Here's my answer.
Got it. Let's do it.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
I'm sorry, your bro is about to get executed.
Mondo and
Just
Taka
saying.
had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember?
Yep,
And
there you
for
go.
the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
Well, I wouldn't think that's a school uniform,
But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
Sorry, Mondo.
Wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
Alright, where's your handbook, Mondo? Let me see it. I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but if I find something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt, just tell him. Take out your handbook. Let me see it. We'll prove it all too well. Oh gosh,
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
Okay.
If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
Correct.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Nope.
No,
I thought I
it's
missed it, guys. I missed it the first time. I just had to quit firing.
Mondo,
Oh, gosh.
the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
Or is it
The
Leon's?
fuck is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, let me show
The
me.
broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
Yes, sir.
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works.
Yeah, because he wouldn't have access to anything without it.
I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own.
Yes.
After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
Which I did not. Yes, which I did not think at first.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
Yeah.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's,
Yes.
which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's. Yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Nope, because Leon's
Well,
dead.
here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
Okay, come at me.
What's
I
wrong,
guess.
bro?
So,
Come on! Tell him he's wrong!
what's wrong, bro?
You are wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
Oh,
that
we did
way,
that comic thing?
everything will become clear. And
Okay.
we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Alright, here we go. It's my favorite part. Oh, I love doing this comic book thing. Alright, let's see. She mentioned that. And then he went to the boys' locker room. Ooh. So he went in. He met up with what's his face? Mondo, I guess. He gained access in. Talking to him, talking to him, talking to him. Picked up the dumbbell. Splattered the poster and the thing. Ooh, that's horrible looking. Okay. He folded all that up. He took down the poster. Swapping everything. He made it look like it was in the girls' locker room. Got the key card. Opened it up. Wait. Okay. He folded that up. He removed the poster. Put everything in the girls'. So he put that in there to confuse everybody. Byakuya came, which I don't know why he'd have access to the girls' locker room too, unless he took one of the girls. He wrote the bloodlust, yes. Okay, he definitely went into the sauna room. Threw that in there. Okay. That was it, right? Alright. Access in, put everything back.
The killer
let's
is
do it.
you! First, let's take a look back to before the incident.
Got it.
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct?
Yeah. That would be kind of freaky.
At the time,
if, like, heard
she was
something
apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
Yes.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Oh, I see what I did.
Here's exactly what happened.
Sorry guys, I mixed these two up on
With
accident.
bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? simple, because she
Was a
was
he.
really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
I can't believe someone would do that, especially Mondo. It doesn't seem something like he would do. I'm guessing Chihiro told him he was a dude, and so he helped him train. But to kill him afterwards? Like, why? There was no real motive.
It seems
for it.
likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro,
Because it looks like he's carrying on a conversation with him as he's walking by, so he already knew he was a dude. He wouldn't wave, he'd be like suspicious or like freaked out.
and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Yes.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Okay, so yeah, it was unplanned. Okay. So he
Which is
swapped
why
it.
the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster,
Carrying to the girls' locker room.
and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
Which is pretty smart. If everyone thought he was a girl and be in the girls' locker room, they wouldn't really expect it to be a boy then. Which is really smart on Mondo's part.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Okay. Swapping him.
And that's exactly how the killer did it.
Yep.
With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
And then he just so
That
happens
could
to
have
come
been the
along.
end of things, but no.
Yeah.
Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Exactly. Like, why?
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work.
So,
he used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
How would he know? Unless he saw it all go down. But it also doesn't make any sense.
Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
But why? I don't understand.
And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Mondo.
Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Dude, I liked you a lot. I mean, you're not my top 3, but I still liked his personality a lot. Man.
Wait! No! This can't be right!
If I could have switched, I would have taken Taka to die to him. I don't know. In my opinion.
Where's your evidence? Yeah, where's your evidence?
Show us your handbook.
You need evidence. You need proof.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you proof.
Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Alright, show me your handbook. Yep. Somehow Mondo's handbook's right now. Another element! Oh my god. I'm good. Let's just do it. Come on. Okay, moment of truth. Oh, geez, what the heck?
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False.
Jeez, okay.
I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you. False. You're corrupt. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you.
Got it. Let's do it.
Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
Dude, I had to focus on that. I didn't know what the heck was going on in the middle of that. Jeez.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's.
Yes.
In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Oh?
Huh?
You gonna admit it?
Yeah. Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
He doesn't sound happy about that, actually. He kind of sounds disappointed. Which, I want to know why you killed him. It's alright. I'll take it. Hey! I got an A. Okay, I'll take that too. Sweet! Bro?
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with.
I want to know why!
Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
No, I want to hear...
Wait! Hold on!
Oh, jeez. He's gonna start crying.
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh boy, Mondo. I want to know why, though. Okay.
What?
Oh, this time looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Owada! Dude, he looks disappointed. He looks sad. Like, he's not panicking at all.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not anonymous. Taka chose the wrong answer. Oh, Taka. You're treading a very close and dangerous zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful.
What?
I refuse to believe it. There's no way he could kill someone.
Sorry.
What is this?
Well, why are you apologizing? Why? 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 Why did you do it? Dude.
Now then.
Why? I want to know why too. Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf. Thank you, Mondo.
Actually,
The story of the murder this time is actually a sad story of two men. But oh, for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward to the text. Make sure I didn't push the B button. Okay. I want to hear this. Anyway, there once was a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He had heard things like that long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide it and buried himself further and further into that weakness. To take on a fragile form of a petite young girl, he had chosen that as his way out. Aww. Now nobody will be able to say anything even though you're a boy. That's horrible. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken deep root inside him, and he was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear, instead it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
This is so sad.
Weak.
Once the kill game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world of survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. Yeah, and that was the secret. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which was one more than willing to divulge. Even though he dressed like a girl, Chihiro was actually a boy. Which isn't that bad at all.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. But he told Mondo, apparently, if that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack and the armor would have fallen away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him even more than before. I doubt that. I highly doubt that. Okay. Anyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But...
I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I want to get stronger, accept who I am. Good for you, Chihiro. Strong enough that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay with it. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was preparing to retrain his mind and body, but sadly, that would be the first and only chance he'd get at it.
Hey,
Man, that's depressing. When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be a good idea to ask someone's help. But he wanted to tell that in person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And that person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yep, it sure was. The biker game fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that out if he can find in Mondo. His honor would make him keep his secret. Okay, well, that explains why he went to Mondo.
Uh-huh.
Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was a very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro always inspired to be. Oh, he looked up to Mondo. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help me get some courage. So he went to ask Mondo for help to become strong. That was his aspiration. He thought that only with Mondo's support he would never be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep that promise he made to Chihiro. What? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room to the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That couldn't have been part of it, but I don't think that's the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he had made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep a secret?
Because
if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? So, once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room by stealing his handbook. See? And Mondo did all that to keep the promise he had made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed. Oh, so Mondo purposely moved him to the girls' locker room to keep his secret from coming out that he was a boy. I mean, I like that. I like that he's willing to go up and beyond. However, man, that sucks. He did kill him though, so why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So what? Why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's the trigger it after all. Okay, the possibility of having your embarrassing secrets, memories, and secrets exposed. What was his?
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone?
You're wrong!
That's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times do I have to repeat myself? To judge others by your own standards is a high of foolery. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on that subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret that he didn't want anyone to know. Oh, he's just gonna expose for real. You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Golly. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh, but when I said that reminded me of Mufasa and Scar from Lion King. I don't know why, but that image popped into my head. Oh gosh. Okay. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and the riffraffs across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance of joining the gang in the first place was because of his certain someone. That's his brother. Mondo's older brother was Daya Osada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had to put together a local motorcycle gang. And before everyone knew it, he had grown to the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya was the older brother, number one of the gang, and the number two is his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. That's weird. But when Mondo started to think about how he could have been taken over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his brother's reputation, began to gnaw at Mondo's very soul. Okay. The kid's gonna take over Daya's, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why
I
gotta get stronger than Daya. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on that night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. Can't talk. gosh. Oh my gosh. During the race, tragedy struck. Oh jeez. This kid brother pushed ahead, reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly... No! No! I'm sorry, if he comes oncoming traffic, his whole body would be squished. Like, there'd be no... Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fricked up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid. The rest is up to you, no matter what. You gotta keep this gang together. 'Cause it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. Oh, okay, so there. That explains a lot about Mondo's personality. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together, he kept the promise of his brother. He could never admit that to anyone was own weakness, and that caused to the accident. And as a result, he lost his brother. The team was made even stronger under the banner that the kid he bested his big brother. Dai was gonna lose to this kid brother. He got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation to what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. Dang. He wanted to lead the team so badly he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I just...
Like, strong. Strong. And yet... As soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear. It would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own old brother. Got it. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it would have been for nothing. So that's why. Mondo? After I saw what Mondo had on me, my head lifted up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like that before.
I just...
You gonna talk? Oh, okay. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say. But after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself back into a hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously, Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me all this all of a sudden? Huh? Because, I mean, you kept the secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would.
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. Okay, I understand what's happening. I felt like he was exposing the lie I've been living myself. Exactly. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us. Oh, man. Uh-oh.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should be able to just tell everyone my secret. Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Shihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness and try to overcome it. It was a kind of strength I never had, so I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong? Are you freaking with me right now?
No!
No, I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? I was supposed to just sit back and let the secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Exactly.
Damn
Why
you!
did you have to tell me that? Are you trying to rub my own failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
No, I just really admire you. Admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, I am strong. Strong, I'm strong. Oh, he's losing it. Strong. Stronger than you!
You son of a bitch!
And stronger than Daya! Jesus. Golly. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying on my feet covered in blood. I had a dumbbell in my hand. I was staring at him down on the ground. Jeez. Hold on, I need a drink. My voice is like shot from all that reading. Oh, okay.
I
Killed him.
I killed Chihiro.
I didn't know he was going to talk.
Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. I feel sorry for him, honestly. Like, yeah, he shouldn't have killed him, and his anxiety and stuff caused it. It is his bad, it is his fault. But I do feel bad that what he went through, and Chihiro. Chihiro went through a lot too, but Chihiro didn't deserve that. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid the weak side away from everyone. That was secret. The weakness that he lived in his heart like this and turned to a cold-blooded. Gosh dang it. Oh, what punishment is it? Look at him. You see, you're all just like him. For a secret in the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in the cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his own regrets in the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't. Oh, you bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead and say it again. I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately, I can't do that right now because the time for punishment has fastly approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You don't mean execution? Oh, he's gonna watch his bro just...
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Oh, you're not gonna finish. You're not gonna finish, okay? For Mondo Now I've prepared a very special punishment for Mondo Usada. Usada? Uwada. There we go. The ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Ooh. I said wait! Oh man, he's gonna...
Sorry, man.
Okay, here's the bromance.
I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Okay. What is the punishment this time? What the heck? Oh, what the heck? He's tied up to a motorcycle. Huh? Excuse me? Oh, he's going in one of those things in the circus that they, cage of death. They ride their motorcycle in the ball looking cage. Come on. How is that gonna kill him? He's just gonna get dizzy and like spin forever, or... Oh! What the heck? Ow! He's gonna run like in shock or something. Jeez. Where is he? Did he evaporate? My man's evaporated. Mondo! I'm out of here. I'm done. My man got turned into butter. Guys, my man Mondo turned into butter. And Mama Kuma freaking eating them on his pancakes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. I don't know what to say. I don't know if I can eat butter anymore. I'm gonna think that Mondo butter. Jeez. Alright, Monokuma. That was savage. Okay. Oh jeez. Oh my gosh, Mondo butter. Okay. Sorry. I need to quit. Okay. Laugh at death, as your soul will forever be at peace.
It can't be!
Dude, I know for sure he ain't gonna eat any butter in his life. My brother! Another murder, another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Oh, that's a painful scream. That actually makes me sad. It's okay to talk. I mean, it's not okay to talk, but we'll get through this. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skull, we reached the forest realizing once again, but he, of course, had to. What a disappointment. Is this the end of the game? What are you saying, end of point? Boy, you should be executed for intervening with the freaking crime scene, you slug. Oh, I want someone punch him in the face. if you ain't gonna kill him, please just punch him in the face. Byakua?
What is this?
You're completely insane. You know that? A game? One of your friends is dead. Do you realize that? Oh, he doesn't consider anyone your friends, but...
Naturally.
Of course I do, because this is a game of life or death.
Hey.
I don't believe anything you... I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that...
However...
I just don't understand why. Why do you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime? Exactly!
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? It's to make things more interesting. Oh my gosh, you slug. His voice was so calm, so emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled to the bone. Last night when that murder took place, I saw Last night when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So he ignored the nighttime rule too. Everyone did. Everyone was out. You too, Celeste. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
I don't particularly care. Please continue. That night grew late, so I decided to return to my room, which was when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. Oh, okay, so that's how he knew. Because, are you saying that you knew the killer? Oh. Someone punch him. I really don't like this dude. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. What? You've actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't even have the slightest idea I'd seen him.
Well...
So you're saying you knew the culprit was from the very beginning? Yes, exactly.
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, it was a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a helping hand. I thought it'd liven things up. I can't speak. You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create a fake murder scene.
But
dang, man. If we'd figured that out who really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before that reached that point. Of course. Byakuya turned to look me in the eye. I could feel a sharp piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Once once I do decide to become the Black, and now I know who I have to watch out for. Oh, he was playing to see how much I could... Okay.
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I like to there's something I like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Huh? I'm up next?
You
like to perform these elaborate executions for each time, correct? My question is why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair is not just for you. This punishment is for... All this despair is a gift. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant for transfer of hope to despair.
Damn.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Mean? Mean?
What the heck?
Mean. Okay.
Damn it!
Good grief! Don't you understand why you Good grief! I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as a victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh,
A noble son of a noble
exciting.
family. Truly, you understand me. I think it's time to start off a terrifying... I think this is the start of a terrifying... I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to your level of childish criminal like you. Just let me say this. After I receive complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you, understand?
In the name of my family.
Okay, you're not going to finish either. Cool. In the name of the Togami family, for which the victory is foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up!
Oh, so cool. You're like one of the main characters of a video game or something. No trash monkey. Oh, yeah, okay. Fourth wall. I swear, whatever it takes, I'll kill you. Temper, sounds like someone needs a nap. Monica was off revealed across the courtroom, and the curtains closed in the case of Chihiro Amando. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing games would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was like the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell that had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like the amount of nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair. What? There's more?
Anyway, like I was saying...
What?
This is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring?
Who is this?
Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part.
Wait, does someone know who the mastermind is?
You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all,
who is it?
That's what everyone wants to see.
There's something I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Measurements? That sounds something like a girl would say. My measurements. Yeah, that's definitely something a girl would say. Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean? Wait, there's another one? Whoa, hold on.
My, you really took me by surprise there.
Yeah, me too.
I know I said you could ask anything, but... super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole.
Oh my gosh.
And nobody be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Dude, there's another person in this school. So one knows about the mastermind, and then there's another person. There's another person that we haven't even seen yet. Oh my gosh. Whoa, like this game just made a huge twist. Okay, got his coat. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. Okay, everybody, that is the end of this episode of Danganronpa. The second class trial has come to an end. Sadly, Mondo, one of my favorites, not my top 3, but he was growing on me quite a bit, has died, executed, gone, turned to freaking butter. I can't... That just... Wow. So I hope you liked this episode. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to join the Wolf Pack. I'm always happy to have new wolves. And let's go and figure out who the next victim could be. Let's figure out more of the stories, see what the mastermind's going to be. We do know that someone in this group knows the mastermind, and the 16th student has just been revealed that there is one. So, we got to figure out who that was, who that is, and figure out who the secret spy, I'm guessing, is. So, I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.